Your mind knows better. But why does your heart race towards such dangerous places? Why are you drawn to cold, self-centered people rather than those who are kind and warm? What is this obsession where your heart reacts first to someone's mysterious, chilling vibe? Today, we explore the dark triad, the shadow lurking within our very own inner selves. Our protagonist, Uni, has just barely ended a toxic and painful romantic relationship. Every one of Uni's friends warned that this person was dangerous and to run away fast. Everyone said that person didn't love Uni, but was simply using Uni for their own gain. But in Uni's eyes, that person appeared more confident and charming than anyone else. The overflowing confidence and occasional cold gaze were fatally attractive to Uni. Why are we easily fascinated and broken by people destined to cause us great pain? The first trap is the intense spotlight of temptation known by the name of narcissism. When Uni met that person, it felt as if they were the main character in the whole world. There was a boldness that ignored others and subtle demands to be treated as someone special. Uni fell into a sweet illusion, feeling special just by staying by that person's side. It was a mirage of excessive self-love, but Uni believed that light was the absolute truth. To Uni, with low self-esteem then, that intense energy felt like a salvation or safe haven. That person would praise Uni highly, only to suddenly turn cold and cause deep emotional pain. Each time Uni was abandoned, Uni's world collapsed, craving their approval and love again. Narcissists have a destructive habit of manipulating others to confirm their own self-worth. Uni deceived Uni by picking up small crumbs of kindness and believing it was true love. The second trap is a calculated strategy of human relationships called Machiavellianism. The senior colleague Uni met was kind, but behind that smile lay a very calculated intention. The senior colleague stole Uni's hard-won achievements, packaging them as if they were their own. In bad situations, they used Uni's minor weaknesses as a shield to protect themselves. Initially, Uni believed that person was highly capable, choosing to follow their lead at work. Uni mistook the cold strategy of using others for leadership or practical business savvy. Uni was being used by that ruthlessness, yet remained strangely fascinated by it all. That person's overwhelming dominance seemed like an anchor holding Uni's heart in place. Machiavellians prioritize power over emotional bonds, taking a partner's sacrifice for granted. Even the unpleasant feeling of being used was hidden by the packaging of their competence. The third and most dangerous trap is the thrilling excitement provided by psychopathic traits. A colleague Uni met acted with no fear or guilt, drawing attention with bold behavior. They jumped into dangerous projects and never blinked, even when someone got hurt. Uni mistook that audacity for courage and the lack of empathy for a cool personality. The unpredictable actions of someone seeking intense stimuli felt like a grand adventure. However, the end of that adventure was always Uni's ruin, leaving only deep emptiness. Those with psychopathic tendencies cannot empathize and only pursue selfish pleasures. Uni was fascinated by that flashy life, not realizing Uni's own wings were burning. This provocative attraction became a swamp that ate away at Uni's self-esteem and peace. To a partner with no guilt, Uni's tears were nothing more than powerless drops of water. The dark personalities of the Triad are often glorified by the public and the media. Their baseless confidence is seen as self-esteem and their rude attitude as being bold. Even a lack of empathy is disguised as rational judgment, exuding a false and toxic charm. Uni failed to see the deep and dark emptiness hidden behind the flashy masks they wore. The charm they display is actually a hunting technique designed to manipulate others. We are drawn to them because our own lack of strength resonates with their aggression. We discover the boldness we lack within them and mistake that recognition for love. But everyone, true strength does not come from stepping on others or using people. The intense attraction Uni experienced was not love, but a mechanism similar to addiction. Now we must wake up from this sweet trap and take the first step to rescue our true selves. Stop justifying a relationship that destroys you by calling it a passionate love. Your noble heart is not a consumable item to fill their ego or a tool for anyone. You are not a means to a goal, but a precious person who must be an end in yourself. Now, let's begin training to escape this dark addiction and support yourself step by step. The first step is to install an emotional traffic light in your mind and monitor the signals. If you feel more tension than excitement when meeting someone, turn on the red light. A relationship that makes you hide your own needs is a danger signal sent by your soul. Do not mistake physical reactions for destiny. See them as warnings to protect yourself. The moment you mistake anxiety for excitement, we fall back into the pit of darkness. Learn to pause your racing heart by stepping on the emotional brakes of your mind. The second step is to write a journal as an observer, recording only the facts of each day. Write down events with that person as if they were someone else's story, excluding emotions. Boldly erase interpretations like "he loves me" and record only what actually happened. Instead, leave specific actions, such as "he yelled at me when things did not go his way." When you strip away flowery language to see the essence, the illusion finally fades away. Every day, evaluate whether their actions meet the standards of universal morality. Facing the written facts helps you become free from the gaslighting of a controlling partner. The third step is to draw healthy psychological boundaries that can never be compromised. Dark personalities are skilled at finding individuals with blurry boundaries to be their prey. Starting today, practice saying no to even the smallest favors or unreasonable demands. Observing how someone reacts when you refuse them is the best way to verify their character. If they criticize or manipulate you by instilling guilt, you must escape immediately. A person who does not respect your boundaries has no right to share in your precious life. Protecting your boundaries is the minimum defense mechanism to protect your existence. The fourth step is to look in the mirror and affirm your positive values one by one. A mind tamed by a bad personality often believes it is a worthless and insignificant being. Escape from their fake definitions and find your original beauty and strengths again. Shout every morning that you are not a tool, but a dignified universe that exists in itself. The fifth step is to increase contact with people who are emotionally healthy and stable. Even with less excitement, heal your exhausted mind within relationships that respect you. As you experience peace, you will realize how abnormal that provocative pain once was. Just as Uni did, the reason you were drawn to them was never because you were lacking. It was simply because your heart was so pure that it became easy for them to prey upon you. But now, you must return that energy of passionate love to yourself first, not to others. You are valuable and deserve to be respected with the right to enjoy warm and peaceful love. Do not blame or hate yourself for having a heart that keeps leaning toward those who are bad. Humans have deficiencies, and it is natural to be shaken by an intense being who fills gaps. What matters is having the courage to stop yourself before that shaking finally destroys you. The moment you realize your worth, their flashy masks will crumble without any strength. Only equal and warm connections lead us to true growth and lasting happiness in life. Uni is now a solid person who no longer wavers and looks after Uni's inner self first. In the empty space left by toxic relationships, deep respect and self-love are overflowing. I hope you stop that dangerous tightrope walk and come down to safe and solid ground. Liberate yourself from all emotional exploitation packaged in the name of a false love. Tonight, erase the cold voices and focus only on your own warm and gentle breathing. Ask yourself very kindly what it is that your heart truly wants and desires at this moment. Even if you are not special to someone, you are already the most special in this world. I cheer for your journey to clear dark shadows and regain your smile under the sunshine. I have been your professional psychology YouTuber, reading your precious heart with you. I hope your tomorrow is more peaceful than today. Thank you for watching.